Hey, it's Superhero Figs. We're going to be taking a look at the Caliban Build-A-Figure wave. We have Beast, Gambit, Forge, Jubilee, Weapon X, Skullbuster, and Marvel's Blink. So the full series is here. The only one that's extra in the case, because you do usually get one per case, it's going to be Gambit, and that's also the one that does not come with a Build-A-Figure piece. And you know what? Would he need one? I think if anybody's going to get Gambit, they're not going to be like, oh man, I need to complete my Caliban. No, that's not what it's all about. Now, when it comes to Gambit, I do have a comparison with the old Toy Biz as well. So we're going to get this whole series out, review, get that Build-A-Figure put together right here, right now. Marvel's Beast will require the head. We got Weapon X right there. What is it? Number 2. So number 2 is going to go with the right leg. Number 3 will be Forge, which will be number 3, left arm. And then we got Blink 4 over here. We got the left arm or left leg. Jubilee's number 5, which is going to be the torso. It makes sense because this is the smallest figure from the set. So she will carry like most of the load right there. And then for Skullbuster, number 6, it's going to be the right arm. And that'll complete it all. And we don't need, like I said, a Build-A-Figure. Not for Gambit. No, we don't. So quick image right here of the mock, and then we'll get it all out. I think my favorite. I want you guys to tell me right now in the comment section before we get any further in this review. Let me know which one is the best from the set. I'm leaning more to. You know what? We'll do a full set review. We'll do a comparison towards the end, and I'll give you my overall thoughts on the wave. So let's get these out. Let's start off the Caliban. I always like starting off with the Build-A-Figure. Something about putting this together just really brings peace to my soul. Build-A-Figures, even if you're not very familiar with this character, because that kind of applies for Caliban. I mean, most of these characters, these are based off childhood. What are you talking about, Hero Fix? Are you talking about Jim Lee? That's what I'm talking about, dude. I'm talking about Jim Lee. I mean, Beast right off that series. We got Jubilee as well. And it goes the same for Gavin. And, I mean, Weapon X, yes, but at the same time, no. I mean, yes, towards the beginning of the series and no more. I mean, the dominance of Wolverine was based off his red and yellow. And that what are you doing, Caliban? You are almost destroying the whole setup layout of it all, man. And that's the struggle with these Build-A-Figures. I mean, you gotta really use some force if you want to put this assembled. And sometimes you gotta be a little bit gentle. You gotta be careful because the legs, they don't always want to cooperate with, or the backdrop of it all. Is this even the right leg? Yeah, dude, this is the left leg going in there. And sometimes the blow dryer, it's gonna be best if you want to avoid any thing from breaking or damaging. Get work with me, bro. Come on. We are trying to do a video here. This is I have a gut feeling. No, we got this. I almost said we almost have a gut feeling that we're gonna need the blow dryer, but we have the left leg in there. I mean, yes, and at the same time, no, we're getting some gappage, but nonetheless, we have the leg in there. Let's get the right leg. Let's cross your fingers that the right leg won't be as difficult. There you go. There you go. We should have warmed it up some so it wouldn't have been that much of a struggle. What are you doing, Skullbuster? Where's Skull Crusher when you need him, though, man? He'd wreck right through you. All right. Here's Caliban right here. Now, this right here, it's a pretty big Build-A-Figure, which I always like. I always enjoy when they give us a big Build-A-Figure as opposed to something small. Like, you guys remember that Jubilee? Who remembers that Jubilee Build-A-Figure? Not based off this look right here. It was a later Jubilee. But what was even going on during that era? I mean, it was not only her, but it was also Hit Monkey. I mean, there's a list of Build-A-Figures that they were just doing wrong. But now we're getting a big, bulky build one right here. Do like this. I mean, really, the only paint shading that you will see on this figure will be the actual scan right here on the head as well as the hands. Everything else, it's like 2, maybe 3 colors at most. It's got like this really, really awesome shading, dude. It's like a hint of gray on the skull, on the cheeks right there, by the mouth, and the expression, dude. I mean, that's Caliban, right? If he's trying to utilize some of your powers, because that's one of his benefits, man. One of his medieval, well, it's not medieval, man, but you know what I'm saying? Like, one of his powers, he likes to take stuff from you. Now, the rest of the paint right here, as you can see, it's like a maroon. It's like a dark red. It's what it is, with a hint of silverish, whitish gray. It's like a, what do you call it? Almost like a vanilla, dude, right there on the chest. It's not identical to the skin tone. I like the eyes too, man, how we got the bright yellow eyes right there. That's cool, man. I like it. I do like it. I think we might have seen this, this torso piece right here on a previous Build-A-Figure. I know they've utilized this in the past. I can't think off the top of my head, but I've seen this before on a previous Build-A-Figure. Now, right here on the rest of the back piece right there, you're seeing kind of like the same demonic look that you saw up front, except on the back, but with a wider stance of it all. This is cool. You can almost pick up, like, it kind of has like eyes right there, as you can see right there. The lower half right there, it's more clean cut, fit, and finished right there with the rest of the white. I do like it. I think this Build-A-Figure, you know, a lot of people might not be familiar with it, but I think just the overall look, man, it's intimidating. Like, if you have this displayed on your shelf, this guy's going to really, really stand out. Articulation, points of articulation, the head goes up this far up, that far down. You get a full 360. For the shoulders, they'll go about this much out. We're getting single jointed elbows, bicep swivel. They do articulate about 45 degrees for the wrist right here. You can get a full 360 up, down. There is no interchangeable hands. The torso right here does lean forward, does go back. You get a full 360 waist swivel, which I know we stressed a little bit too much on the Thanos Build-A-Figure. Why'd you guys get away from that, man? Why'd you guys do that to our Thanos? Oh my gosh, I wasn't very happy about that. The legs do go far out pretty good. They don't go that far back. The upper thigh swivel right here, double jointed elbows. We do get calf rotation right there, and we do get the ankle pivot. Great looking figure, man. Some great poses that you can definitely get him in. He's almost equivalent right there with Beast. What do you guys want to see? You guys want to see Beast? I know you want to see Beast, man. I know this Beast right here, this Jim Lee version of Beast. Yes, please give it to us. I do want to show you a quick comparison. This is the old Toy Biz one right here that we did see. Now, Toy Biz, when it comes to the paint shading, you guys, you really can't do a comparison as to what, you know, Toy Biz did, like with Hasbro. Like Hasbro, they did step up their game. I am noticing some significant shading right here on the chest piece. But if you look at the one that Toy Biz did way back in the day, you guys, I mean, this was scattered throughout pretty evenly, like all throughout the chest, the upper thighs, everywhere. This is more centered right there in the middle and the shoulders. So it's not that they didn't do any shading. It's not that, it's more of that they didn't do enough as to what Toy Biz did. So you can never do a comparison when it comes to the Toy Biz paint apps. They were just above and beyond. But regardless, you guys, this is a true reflection right here of the Jim Lee version, man. This is such a cool figure. The belt, we're getting the yellow. It is a separate piece. It's not painted on, so it's its own individual piece right there. And when it comes to the Beast, dude, oh my gosh, that was the biggest problem. When I got him out of the package, the head scan liked to pop right off. So I just want to give you a heads up that might be the same issue with the one that you get. It's not, I mean, it's really not that big of an issue. It should stay in place, but it just, like, check this out, you guys. I just want to show you how simple it is. Like, I'm not even applying force. That's how easily it pops off. So it's not a big problem because, I mean, if you want to get some serious poses, you want to make sure you have that articulation. Now, the rest of the figure right here, that's really all. When it comes to like the colors, it's mainly just all blue throughout. It's Beastie Boy's only going to have one color, but it's going to be the shading of the shoulders, the forearms, the actual hands, the interchangeable parts that you do get with him will be a closed fist for his right, and then for his left right here, you get the 5 fingers across the face. Slap! So, as you can see right there on the palm, or not on the palm, but on the back of the palm right there, the shading that you saw on the chest, you're seeing it right there on the hands. He also is coming, oh, that's Wolverine. My bad, you guys, my bad. Let's go over the articulation, and then we'll cover Weapon X, because I'm sure that's the one you guys want to see. Check it out. Head goes about this far back. You can get it more, but keep in mind that it's just going to be sitting on the peg if you do try it. It goes this far forward. Shoulders go up about this far out. You're getting bicep swivel, double jointed elbows that will fold in all the way. You're getting the wrist articulation goes up, down, full 360. Ab crunch, you gotta get a good ab crunch with Beast, and I think they really captured it right there. How it's got multiple layers of like the ab crunch right there. You can see 1, 2, and 3. Normally you only see 2, but with Beast, you got to make sure he gets that full squat mode, because a good percentage of the time that he is in pose, he's going to be in squat form. You don't get any actual waist articulation, so that is a negative. Yeah, you're not getting any. So this is suffering the same issue. Are you serious, dude? 2019, and we don't. Oh my gosh, you guys, hold up. How is it that him or Thanos did not have the waist swivel? Bro, that is a letdown. I mean, you can do it right there by the upper ab crunch, but you're not getting the waist swivel like right there where it should be. So that is bothersome. actual thighs right here, they go pretty good far forward, about this much. Actually, they really don't go far back at all, and it's fine because keep in mind he will be in squat position. Double jointed knees right there for the calves. There is no calf rotation, but we are getting ankle pivot as well as toe articulation up, down. So a little extra, some little extras to make up for that. Oh my gosh, I still can't believe there's no waist guard. Wow, bro, what is going on? So we'll put Beast over here. Weapon X right here, you guys. This one is kind of just hiding. I feel like this is the one figure from the series that's kind of hiding as to where it's going to stand from the ranking, because this is really, really detailed, you guys. You're getting so much. You're getting the helmet. You're getting like the little accessory pack right there around the waist. You are getting an interchangeable head. So when the man does escape from the compound, you can take the helmet off. Obviously, you can't take this helmet off, but when he's ready, dude, he'll be all set to go. Oh, dude, let's pop it on. I want to show you guys, because the one cool thing about this is the fact that it's got, and this thing right here, the port that you're seeing going from the actual like device right there, it does come out, so it'll pop right out, so that way you can put the regular head scan on, dude. I want to take a close look at both, because both of these pieces, you guys, they are freaking lit. Look at that. That is young Wolverine right there at its best. Really, really neat. The helmet right here, and the actual one that's already on the figure, dude. This is kind of like RoboCop / Terminator inspired. Look at that, dude. Or even Gambit, or not Gambit. Who's that? No, it's not Gambit. It's oh my gosh, you guys. It's one of the main characters from the. Whoa, it's not gonna happen right now. It's happening. I'll let you know. It'll come up during the video, but you'll see that it's just really cool, man. I mean, it's got everything on there that it should. On the back right there, you can see the hair continuing through the bottom. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm fighting myself in my brain and my mind. You're not seeing it right now, but I can tell you the struggle as to what's going on with this video right now. And that's what happens, man. When you do them back to back, it's bound to happen. So it does cut, like I said, with two interchangeable heads right there. The claws right there, they are, I'm pretty sure, yeah, they're removable. You can pull them out, pull them in. I think you're going to want them in, though. I think that'll be just a lot clean right there. On the back piece right there, you can see that like you can take all this off if you really want to. But I think if you want to get the true feel of Weapon X, you're going to want to keep all that on. Here's the rest of the devices that kind of keep them encaged. This red right here, this is cool. It is a bendy like plastic, so you can move it around. You can port it in, port it out, do whatever how you feel with your figure, because that's what we're doing right here. The Cyclops, I told you, man, during this whole time that I was taking a closer look at Wolverine. Cyclops, right? Cyclops with the red look right there by the eyes. There you go, guys. I can't believe it happened. So right here, articulation. Let's go over that. You're going to see that it's going to be hindered because of the red wires. You'll only be able to go out so far out with the right, because the right one is going to be a lot closer to the actual torso. We're getting bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, getting wrist articulation, ab crunch, really good far forward. Look at that. Far back, pretty good. Yeah, you're getting a decent amount going back. You're getting waist swivel with him. Legs go this far out. Upper thigh swivel, double jointed knees. Calf, no, it does not have calf articulation, but it does have ankle pivot. Really awesome figure, you guys. Really like the both inner. I think I like the one that originally came on the figure. I mean, we've seen multiple unmasked versions of Wolverine, and all of them, I think Hasbro did a pretty good job, but it's something about that helmet and mask, dude. Really, really awesome. Next up, the long-awaited Jubilee. Yes, we do. And when I say long-awaited, a lot of Jim Lee fans, you guys, this is one of maybe 3 or 4 characters that we need to finally complete the Hasbro collection from this time. Now, this figure did come loaded with glasses. I mean, look at this. We got 1, we got 2, we got 3 glasses in all. So the accessories, dude, there's one of many. And even the ones that are on the actual head scan that comes with the figure, those ones are also removable. This is the interchangeable head scan right there with bubble gum. I like that. Look at that. That legit looks like an actual, like she's chewing bubble gum. Oh my gosh, we got to put it on. I'll show you this one real quick before we interchange it. I think both of them are great. I think this is the more iconic one. I think the one that you can interchange it's more of the laid back look. Like she's like, I'm good, man. I'm Jubilee. I ain't got nothing to worry about. The rest of my boys, the rest of my ladies, from the team will take care of business if anything does get out of control. And Jubilee has got another one with the struggle, man. Like the Build-A-Figure was a struggle with the left leg, but Jubilee is just giving me a fight with the interchanging. This one also might even require the blow dryer, but with the jacket right there, dude, yeah, dude, so many custom Jubilees I've seen in this look right here, but the way that Hasbro captured it, really cool. Now, the one thing that is bothering me, as you can see, the skin tone, it's actually painted. So if you start playing around with it, you can see part of it right there already chipping off. So that is going to be bothersome if you start posing her around. You can see even a little bit on the left side, the yellow jacket right here. You can remove it, but it's going to look wonky. I mean, if you look at the arms right here, they are yellow, so it'd be like pink with yellow. It would definitely clash. So I don't think you'd even want to take it off, because if you want the real look of Jubilee, it's going to be with the jacket. We're getting the pink shirt right there. You are getting the logo up by the top right there. The shorts, really cool shorts. I think that these right here, the short look with like the way that it's folded over, this is true Jubilee right there. The boots, they are lighter blue. They are matching from what the actual gloves are, well, rightfully so. So really cool Jubilee. I think it would have been cool had she come with some effects. Articulation right here, head goes up pretty good far. No, actually not all that much. I mean, you can move her all the way back, but as you can see right there, the collar, it's going to interfere. You can move it pretty good far forward, obviously with that bubble gum. You can't pull this off. If you do, I can guarantee you it's going to be ripped off, so you don't want to mess around with that. The shoulders go pretty good far out. I mean, they're even going slightly past the traditional articulation for the shoulders. There is no bicep swivel, but you will get the articulation right there at the elbows. A full 360 on the hands. Ab crunch about this much forward, not all that much, or that far back. You are getting the waist. No, another one. Oh, hold on. Oh my gosh. I almost had a heart attack. She is getting the waist swivel. You're getting the legs going about this far forward, that far back, getting upper thigh swivel right there, double jointed knees, the calf rotation, it is there, as well as the ankle rotation. Jubilee, man, so stoked to have this one, you guys. This one was a must. Let's cover the one that was not, I mean, you could have gotten it, but you wouldn't have need a this one does not come with a Build-A-Figure piece. So if you just wanted to get him on its own, you could have, because there was no part. Or if you just wanted to get the set without Gambit, there you go. Here's the Hasbro comparison. He's a lot taller. I mean, side by side right here, you can see that he's standing about at least a solid inch taller than the actual Toy Biz. I mean, Hasbro has made their figures a lot taller, so, that makes sense. The cards, though, I like the cards more on this one, as well as the jacket. The old Toy Biz, this was actually fabric as opposed to rubber. The cards, too. Okay, so this one, they actually added some shading with the white and the actual card numbers. With the accessories right here, there's no images of the card. It's just like the flare of the actual pink, and that's it, man. I like the effect as to what they're going with right there, like as he's throwing them, but there is no design or paint apps on the actual card. So that sucks, man. The actual staff itself, this is more of a straight piece, but again, no shading. It's a solid gray versus the old Toy Biz. The old Toy Biz one had some like dark, like it's almost like a combination of like it's definitely shaded. It's shaded black with a hint of gray. But the jacket, man, it's the rubber, man. Like why couldn't they have done this? Like I'm telling you, Toy Biz really just, they wanted to make sure that if they were going to release a figure in the wave, they were going to add the right paint apps and the right cloths. And also the articulation on these ones are a little bit better. Actually, it's about equal. I feel like the articulation, it's pretty equal. There's a scan right there. You can see the eyes, they're all lit up. You can see the hair, how it's all flared out. I do like how the overall like paint quality is on mine. I don't see any splotches, which is good because that's a big concern when you're adding like a pronounced color on the actual face paint. So I do see like a little bit of a 5 o'clock shadow towards the bottom. Right there on the chin, you can see a hint of gray. The jacket right here, like I said, it is a rubber material. It is pretty flexible. So if you're curious as to how he's going to pose, you shouldn't have any issues. But ultimately, if you want the overall, oh man, that fabric was so good. Like why why did the toy lines, not just Hasbro, but just the overall toy lines in general, when you're talking about like a budget line such as like the Marvel Legends, most of them got away from that, you guys. I mean, the only time you're really gonna see that is with like something that you're paying like $80. Now, articulation, you can see that the shoulders, they go about this far up. Bicep swivel, you're getting a single jointed elbow right there. Wrist articulation, full 360. And like I said, you can interchange these with the ones that are on the actual, like the ones that come with the cards. The ab crunch, you're going to get a pretty good far bend right there, but it's going to look funky the way that the coat will flare it. I mean, had this been fabric, man, you wouldn't have had that problem. You're getting the waist swivel right there. The legs go about this far forward, that far back. Upper thigh swivel, double jointed knees right there that do bend quite a bit, and the blue right there. I like the blue. I think the blue right here that they captured on him, as well as like the purple. Oh man, that's like that's what the color, that was like the one of the main colors of my childhood, man. Like when it comes to toys, they use this color quite a bit. You are getting calf rotation right there. You are getting also the ankle pivots, so really cool gambit. Keep in mind, this one does not come with a Build-A-Figure, so it's not like a most definite must for me for sure, but nonetheless, we have Skullbuster. Check this out, man. This figure is really epic. I think the mask that, or not the scan that it's on the figure, it's better with the interchangeable one. The interchangeable one right here, I don't think you can lift up the plastic piece. Oh, you can. Oh, hold up. Oh, hold on. It does pop off. Hold on. I don't think I broke it. So you can see once you take off part of like the glass piece right there, you can see the scar right there on Skullbuster. Maybe that's the reason why he called himself Skullbuster, man. He wanted to go into battle, and he started busting some people's skulls, so he started wearing this helmet so we could prevent that from happening. But the one that's right here, check it out, you guys. Really cool. This is what I'm talking about with the paint apps, with the grays, with the blacks right there, with the dark red eyes. You're getting the bullets. You're getting that military look with the vest. This is a really awesome figure, dude. And we have seen these legs, too, on a previous Marvel Legend figure. Drop it in the comment section, you guys. I know it was a fairly recent wave, and that goes the same for the right arm. I like the shoulder pads right there. It's only on the right where you're getting the spikes, but on the left, you're getting kind of like a pizza plate right there. Like, if you want delivery and you want it hot and fresh from Skullbuster, he's going to get you covered with that. Right there on the coat, you're getting more of the weapons and accessories. Now the weapons, let me show you guys. This is actually Forge. I think actually for him, it's the gun. Here's the gun right here. Sorry, I got confused with Forge because he's also coming with the same colored guns. No, his are a little bit darker green. Here's the gun that he'll come with right there. You are getting a scope with it right there, and the design that you're seeing on the right, you'll see it on the left as well. Articulation, they go about this far forward. Upper thigh or upper bicep swivel, double jointed elbows. You are getting the wrist articulation right there. Ab crunch will go pretty good far forward, about this much back. Waist swivel, legs will go out this far forward, that far back. Upper thigh swivel, double jointed knees. There is calf rotation, but you're gonna have to break it in right there, and you're also getting the ankle pivot. I think the overall look right here on Skullbuster, he is standing out, you guys. I think this one is really cool. I like the overall look. I like the interchangeable head. I'm kind of battling as to which one I prefer, whether it's the one that you can interchange it with or the one that's already on the figure. Right here, here is Forge, and here's the gun. See my confusion, you guys? The color of Skullbuster guns was almost identical. These are a little bit darker. Here's the pistol right there. And we're seeing with Forge. Now, there is one that was also released by Toy Biz as well, and I do have that one, so I can show you a quick comparison right here. This one was sitting on the shelf, and you can tell right there because, oh my gosh, we were not ready. There's the dust on Forge. Check it out. The bandana, same red bandana. The yellow was more pronounced. This is more of an orange on the actual Hasbro figure, but you can see the leg right there, how we have all of that displayed right there on the actual figure. Now, the bothersome thing that's just really I'm fighting with this figure, he's going to have the same problem as Gambit, you guys. Like, when it comes to, like, this little accessory piece on the calf, these fall down really easy, so you're going to have to play around with it to prevent that from happening, but regardless, I think the overall look of Forge right there with the mustache, it's on the money, dude. Head goes this far forward, this far back. He does have a ponytail, so it will interfere a little bit with the articulation. Full 360, shoulders go this far out. This or upper bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, wrist articulation, ab crunch this far back, waist swivel, legs go this far forward. You are getting upper thigh swivel, double jointed knees right here. There is calf rotation regardless of the little plastic piece, and you are getting the ankle pivot. Now, if you want to store your weapons, you can definitely do so. At least a pistol right here, you can put it right there on the side pocket. You're gonna have to play around with it because the way that they sculpted, at least mine, it's definitely, you gotta force it in a little bit, but you can put the pistol right there on the side pocket. So pretty cool Forge, man. I think this is yeah, it's leveling up from the previous Toy Biz. Not necessarily the paint apps again, but the overall look and articulation. Right here, last one, Marvel's Blink. We're getting, yeah, it's a pretty cool looking figure. Now, the accessories that we did get with this one, we have her bright pink accessory. This is kind of like her power beam in a way. It's hard to describe as to what it actually is, but this is kind of what she, like when she unleashes her fury, bro. This is what you're gonna see right there. Right here, you are also getting some. Like you can put them right there on the hand. You guys, let me know, what would you guys call this? Like her power force, right? This is kind of what comes out of her hands. You are getting two of them, and it's the same pink that you're seeing right here with it. The rest of the figure, you're getting the scan. I like the scan. Not very familiar with the scan. I'm going to be straight up, you guys. Marvel's Blink, just not one that really stands out. There's so many characters that they're, just expanding from the wave, because a lot of these are re-releases, and some of these, man, you have to be like hardcore in the Marvel Blink book to know exactly who the character is. Really, not all that many paint colors. It's just mainly a purple and a green. Head scan right there, full 360, no bicep swivel, single jointed knees, wrist articulation, ab crunch will go this far forward, that far back. You are getting the waist swivel. No waist swivel on this one either, you guys. It's only going to happen right there in the ab crunch. This far forward, that far back, double jointed knees. You are getting no calf rotation either, bro. You serious? Oh my goodness. So they definitely did some cutbacks on this one for sure. And I think it's because mainly based on the popularity. Now, ranking, you guys, you want my opinion as to which one I think it's the best from the figure. It's a battle between Jubilee and Beast, but I'm leaning more towards Beast. Beast number 1, Jubilee number 2, number 3, surprisingly amazing. No, you know what? Yeah, Gambit number 3 for sure right here. Number 4, I gotta give it to Weapon X. This Weapon X, man, it's just so much detail with the chest, with the interchangeable heads. Next up, I gotta give it to the Build-A-Figure Caliban. Forge will have to fall after that. Skullbuster, and last right here, Marvel's Blink. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel, and we'll see you on the next one.